この俺が人間なんだ。
Alright, so in this one, in the background, you're going to be seeing me doing about, what, 25k, 27k, something around that ballpark of summons. Obviously, it's the entire length of the video, right? Like, I'm not going to talk for full 35 minutes, but this video is me discussing, well, you know, I can for as long as I can, if you guys should summon on this banner, and how much value these two units, more sell, but these two units offer for your teams. Yes, the summons are in the background again, just going to reiterate that. They get better near the end, definitely get better near the end, so if you just want to skip through and see the summons, see what stars my Cell, Zamasu, Frieza, everyone is at, skip toward the end. I will say this, there is one LF I do not pull from this banner, that is actually on the banner. I think it's one LF, right? Because I'm looking at the banner here. No, two, I didn't pull two. They're both on the same, one tag, so... yeah, didn't pull two LFs that are, you know, on this banner, which it is what it is, right? But Cell, you'll see it at the end of the video once again. That is where he's at. I probably won't go back in. I think I am content with having him there. Overall, I think I spent, because it was 10k to get him first thing, 35k CC for the stars he's at by the end of this video. So yeah, not bad. Gohan. You actually know his stars, to spoil it, I guess, because, you know, it's an EX, it's not that important. Gohan, actually, I did his showcase after those summons, so yes, 3 stars is his peak right now. He's not any higher, he's just at 3 stars, right? So Cell is the one you're looking for in this video, and maybe more Zamasus, maybe more Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, Frieza's, Piccolos, whatever have you, right? But, okay, so, should you summon? I even said it in Cell Showcase, summon, just summon, right? Just go for it. Now, this is some delusion on my part, which I understand why I got some of that, because Cell looked cracked, like, even against Yellows, against everything in the game, he looked cracked against non-hybrids, against non-Saiyans, he looked very fucking good, right? And now, with these stars, he's gonna look better. Spoiler, yes, I do pull him, right, by the way. Again, it gets better, the further you go along in this video, the better these summons get, and... that's just all I can really say. Cell, look, okay. DKP is in the exchange shop, and DKP being there makes it 10 times easier for you to want to summon on this banner. Now, why? DKP would Cell, they can manipulate up to 16 Dragon Balls. 16 Dragon Balls. Yeah, that's a real number. Now, the number is very... artificial, because that means you have to face off against 3 rival units and Cell has to kill all 3. That's how he destroys 12 balls, right? And then 2 on his cover, and then DKP steals 2, right? So that's 16 total. In most scenarios, you'll probably face off against 1 revival unit. Like, in a lot of scenarios, you will, right? So let's say that's the basic scenario. Cell kills them, 4 balls gone. They can't do anything for 3 counts, because if you tackle them, they have no key recovery, and no key for 3 counts, because they lose 100 key on revival when Cell kills them, and key recovery down 100%. Again, on, revival, so they can't do anything. And no revival unit has an ultimate, right? They only have blue cards. So, in that scenario, you are clean cut, ready to go, tackle, they sidestep it, you rush. If they, eat it, you combo. And if they tap attack you, you backdash. Like, you are set to combo them afterwards, right? With that, you have DKP, who, again, manipulates balls very early on, and, look, Rising Rush control is the most important thing in this game, right? Like, you can't downplay Rising Rush control, because it matters too much to everything that's core in this game, right? That is the one mechanic in Legends that has not changed. Maybe, obviously, sidesteps being in the game, charge stepping being able to do, hasn't changed, but Rising Rush is a core mechanic that has never changed, never been tweaked to a maximum extent from a, real standpoint where it matters, right? Like, I guess the not comboing off of it is a big tweak, but it's not like the rush itself is not affected by that. It is just the guest rush that's affected by that, right? It's not, the rush damage is not affected. With that, you have a lot of fucking help. Again, DKP being in the exchange shop, it adds a lot of fucking value. This Cell becomes 10 times more desirable because I could just Zenkai 7 DKP from that shop and boom, I'm set. I don't need anyone else. Really, you don't. I ran the support Kid Buu. I could have ran Fat Buu. I could have ran Zamasu. I could have ran a Blast unit at that point. I could have ran LF Piccolo. I don't know. I could have ran fucking Purple DKP. I could have ran all these other random units with Cell and DKP, and it really wouldn't matter because the synergy of those two just being both strike-based, both have card draw speed forever, by the way. I think actually DKP runs out of card draw speed, but it's so long into his like coming in, it's not going to be like something that actually happens often to you. But Cell having infinite card draw speed, you know, everything he can do, the extra damage he does, the crazy damage his ultimate will do, on top of everything else he has on him, he also has the unique gauge. And you know, it's going to sound silly, and maybe you guys don't even know what this is, because some people are just inexperienced and don't know everything about the game, and I understand that. If you charge off of Strike Arts with the Cell, it's probably the most effective thing for him. He's probably the most effective unit at strike charging. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's usually when you do a Strike Arts, you do a sidestep, right? It's just natural. It's more natural. Well, with this Cell, it is better for him, technically, it seems, you know, I could be wrong, but for now, it seems that this Cell wants you to swipe up, charge for a millisecond, literally a millisecond, because you're getting his unique gauge up, right? You're getting that up. Obviously, off of Blast Arts, it's better because charge step lasts longer, bigger delay, all that. But off of Strike, with, again, he is a strike-based unit, you can get that back. Now, there's an argument, but his green card, like, you could do 4 Strike Arts, get your Vanish back to, like, 20, 30%, like, fiddle around with it, and then, boom, you pop that green card, and back up to 100%, because it restores, what, 60 or 70% Vanish gauge? That's a lot, right? It's just an argument's sake. It's something you can try to do or not try to do. It depends what you value more, the green card and the Vanish back, or the unique gauge and getting his health back, his cut higher, his damage higher, his ultimate damage higher, his card cost lower. He gets a lot of shit on his unique gauge activating, right? He doesn't like get anything bad. He just gets better and better and better and better. And on top of that, that's going to make his ultimate nuke. When you pop his ult, when you have his gauge, you can one-shot type neutral like that. Like, you saw it in the instant showcase. A 3-star. Almost one-shot Dispo. I understand, Dispo is not a tank. Trust me, I get it. I get that to the fullest degree. But it's a 3-star LF that really has no business one-shotting almost a 14-star unit with good Z abilities. I'm just saying, that is not something that this guy should have, but it's something he does have. He is cracked beyond belief. I firmly believe this Cell is, if not top 5 in the game, right there, like right there. And my top, I guess, 4 would be Revival Gohan, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, I guess you could say Future Gohan, and I argue between Grade 8 Vegeta and just, I mean, I don't know. I argue Grade 8 Vegeta and this Cell in, like, that last slot, and I know there's other units that probably could contend it better, but yeah, this Cell, I just am on a high horse with them. That's really it. And I don't think, like, FSK is, like, top 5 individual units, by the way, because I know this game, obviously, it's a 3v3 team-based game, but, like, individually, like, if you're solo v solo, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution can 1v3 better than, let's say, FSK if you're not in your more typical scenario of, I had support going into this, I have support here, if I get caught up, FSK's probably dead. Super Saiyan Evolution, well, it's also probably true, he can just kill quicker with his damage inflicted, damage inflicted, damage inflicted, damage inflicted, right? But that's a different argument. Regardless, this Cell, you run this guy on regen, strike regen, he's going to look like a monster. You run this guy on Powerful Opponent. I'm going to do it probably tomorrow, Powerful Opponent and or Androids, probably Powerful Opponent though, with maybe, let's say, red Bojack, red purple, and then, I mean, blue Kid Buu, I guess I could run. Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't really need to care because I have so much just with this team, with the ball manipulation, with the fucking infinite card draw speed, with the damage. I have so much just oomph, and the ball manipulation, again, is so important. Like, it's so good. Then the green cards with the Vanish back, then the blue cards with the damage, then the ultimate with the damage. Like, he has so much going for him this Cell. So much. And the cover change. The last cover change. Even if you don't get the cover change, by the way, you still destroy a ball 2 times. Which is, again, cracked beyond belief. He is cracked. Love it. Love the noise. Love it. Keep going. pretty sure those are actually illegal, but hey, who cares? Oh, fuck. Why would you follow the law? This cell clearly doesn't. But, yes, this cell, look, my only reason to say not to summon is because it is October 13th, right? This banner, I'm looking at it right now, it goes away November 23rd. Black Friday is November 26th. Black Friday is going to be, if not an LF, a duo LF. 2 LF banners. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is probably returning Black Friday. I know people don't give a shit about him, but he probably is returning Black Friday, and then Revive will go on probably like New Year's or Christmas banner, whatever. I would just be wary, because remember last year we did get leaks, I know it was accidental, but we did get leaks on the App Store of UI Goku dropping a few days, or I think it was actually like a week before the units actually came out in game. UI Goku and Jiren were in the App Store, we all knew about it, and right now, if that happens again, well, you got time to wait for that to happen. Again, the 23rd is when this ends. You have over a month to decide. But if you want to decide right now, if you want a clear-cut opinion, if you want to run regen, it's super simple to run. I understand you really, 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 really want this cell. But if you have this cell, if you really want this cell, you build out your DKP, you build out your Fat Boo, you're done. Your regen is made. You don't even need the Fat Boo, honestly. You just get yellow DKP, you get the free-to-play Kid Buu, who should, like 13 stars at this point, if not 12 stars. He's about to be 14 stars for free, again, who I ran on his initial showcase because he makes every unit look cracked that gets high damage inflicted buffs. This cell is one of those units, by the way. You have a very easy way to build a regen strike-based team right now, right? You do. On the other hand, you have to pull the cell. And this cell won't return for a while. Now, there is a consolation, I guess, which I don't feel is anywhere in the realm of Cell, but Zamasu is the consolation. If you do pull him beside the Cell, or, you know, just not pulling the Cell, you pull Zamasu, you can run that strike-based team with Fat Boo or Support Boo and DKP and Zamasu. Obviously, it's not as effective as with this Cell because he's just a better unit overall, like, no question about it. It's a good consolation. I do think if you want to, like, go Android, or Androids, I guess, it's not perfect. It's not the perfect situation for you. I think it's okay if you're going Androids, like, I don't know. I feel like you already need some of the units to go for Androids, right? Like, you need Tournament Power 17. You maybe want Tournament Power 18 as your, like, bench. You need kind of something around goodness already on androids to kind of go for this if you're like an androids player. So like, let's say you have Revival Cell 14 stars, Blue 21, Zenkai 7 fully done, and then this guy, well, that's Blue, Red, Purple. You have a good synergy, you have a Revival, you have good damage, you have good support from 21, even if she's aged, it's good support. You have a lot of shit going for you. You have Super 17 who can play green cards. Again, you have a lot of shit, but you need that team already built up to go for him on there. So like, if you main androids, you probably already know, okay, I should, because I have this Zenkai, this Zenkai, this Zenkai, and then I have all these stars on them. But if you don't main them, it's probably not worth it for you. And then, the last tag, which, I mean, technically the last tag that he buffs, the last tag after this will be the last tag. Powerful opponent. Okay, I'm going to be blunt with you here, for these last 2 tags, actually. He shits on LF Rose. He decimates LF Rose. I cannot be more clear-cut pinpoint to you. He is a lot better than LF Rose. That is not a debate. That is not a question. That is not really an argument to be made. He is a lot better than LF Rose in every single scenario possible. Every single circumstance. The healing, the cut, the damage, the ball manipulation, that's guaranteed, while Rose's is a chance. Just, again, everything about this cell is better than Rose. Powerful opponent, he's the best purple. You have DKP, he's blast-based, this guy's strike-based. They don't compete together, and even if they did, again, this cell's just better. He's going to get his damage quickly. On Come-In, this cell, minimum, will have about, let's say, what? 100% plus on his damage inflicted. On Come-In, because you have Kid Buu supporting. That's 30%. Then you have him at his 80%. That's against not Saiyans, not hybrids. That's 110% damage inflicted. Just coming in. 1 timer count in. 0 timer counts in. Off of Kid Buu. Yeah, Rose doesn't get that. DKP takes too long to get that. Given I do see his value, the purple DKP, he just takes very long in a meta where you can't take that long. You can't. It's harder to make DKP look like a god than it is to make him look like shit. Like, he is a lot easier to look like shit than a god. It just takes too long, right? And then, technically, the last tag, Future. You're not going to run this guy in Future. I mean, you can. He is strike-based. Strike-based Future is a very good team. Rose, I think, is a good option there, but again, this cell just outclassed him. I again, don't think you should run this cell on that team. I just don't see the value in it. It's not that amazing of a team, and you need high-star LFs, like Future Gohan 6 stars, Zamasu 6 to 9 stars, this cell 6 stars. Like, you need high stars, right? And this is you deciding if you should just, like, instantly summon or not. This is not you deciding, should I wail out? Because if you're going to wail out, you already know you're going to wail out. You don't need my opinion on that. You already know that. But for Future, I don't think he's worth chasing. Androids, if you already had the team kind of set up, built up, you already know it's worth chasing or not. Regen, that's really like the pickle in this situation. I don't know why that's the fucking word, but that's the pickle here. You can build up Regen very free to play with Fat Boo and DKP and support Kid Boo. You can build it up very easily. But it's an LF with LF rates, so I just caution you, if you want to build up Regen, this probably is the unit to do it for. You have a good consolation prize with Zamasu, 2 free-to-play Zenkai 7s, if not a free-to-play overall unit that support Kid Boo. This is the banner if you're going to build out Regen, I would say. But again, just caution, Black Friday, this banner does end on the 23rd, 3 days prior to, so please understand that. You do not need to summon right now. You could wait, see if something drops again like last year, like I mentioned. Who knows, right? Just caution yourself before you fuck yourself, is my typical advice here. Then, just touch on the Gohan real quick, because I did show him off, right? This Gohan, I put in the title, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. He is, it's kind of like, it's weird to say, because he's the Walmart version of the Zenkai 7 Trunks, but when I say that, it kind of doesn't make sense, because he's so much harder to pull than you Zenkai 7ing that Trunks, right? Like, it's guaranteed. 7k CC, he's done. This Gohan, I mean, I went, how much CC in this video? Again, like 25k CC in this fucking video here, and I got him twice? Yeah, because I went 10k CC off camera initially. Yeah, I got him twice. I got him 3 times total in 35k CC. It's not easy to pull him, but yeah, he is the Walmart Trunks. He does blast damage, he does blue card damage. It's just that Trunks does it better, higher stats, all that. Gohan had good support, he had optimal equips, he had, Goten with them, he had double attack bench, he had everything. He had everything he needed, this Gohan, right? When I showed him off, he's blue Trunks, but worse. That's simple as that. When he dies, he heals his allies, he does more damage when more enemies are alive, so he wants to die kind of early on. If you kill somebody, just sack this guy off, let him heal your allies, let him heal your FSK, let him allow your FSK to get that Sun family buff, right? Because when a Sun family member dies, FSK goes boom on everything, especially on his ultimate, right? Which is a good situation for him. He is fun to run on a Blast-based hybrid team, but you're not going to run him on Sun family, you just have better options. Blast-based hybrids, again, you have better options with Strike-based hybrids, and you had the blue Trunks anyways. But Blast-based hybrids, I ran them obviously with FSK, Goten, LF Goten, and himself, blue, red, purple, good color synergy. No revival, no endurance, it's harder to use, but it's a lot of damage, right? He does -2 strike damage, he does a really good blast, does pretty good blue card damage, and his main does get Vanish Bank. So, he has some pluses to him. He has no support besides the healing, which I don't even consider support, because it's not that important, because FSK can heal 37 times, it feels like, and just get back to full health on his main, on a Sun family member dying, all these things. Like, you really don't need to rely on that at that point. Revival Gohan heals him with his main ability, the first one. Like, you don't really need to rely on a death healer in this meta of FSK and all these other units alongside him, right? But yeah, overall, if you are going to summon, this is more meant for the regen, guys. Remember, just be careful. This is the unit you want. There's not really, like, again, you have the consolation of Zamasu, but there is not really, like, a brain god tier god fucking consolation besides Zamasu. Like, you want Cell. If you don't get Zamasu or Cell, you're down bad and you're upset. I just want to warn you guys, for the regen guys that want to come out here and start regen, you really want to chase for Cell. And if you aren't going to go for him, you're not going to chase for him, and make sure you get him. I don't recommend it, but I do think, once again, he is a top 5 unit in this game. Not a shadow of doubt. Nothing below that. Top 5 unit in this game. Don't think it's really debatable at this point. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys did summon, how did you guys do on the banner? And yeah, enjoy the rest of these summons. This is probably the part where it got better and better. I mean, maybe pulled at least one cell at this point, right? I don't know. I don't see it, right? I already did this shit. I did this shit how long ago? I did this like 8 hours ago, these summons, so I don't know what the hell happened, but let me know what you guys think of this banner, of this cell, so far, initial impressions, and yeah, personally, I'd rate him high S tier. I think he has a contention for Z if regen just looks a teensy bit better. Again, their manipulation is perfect. If they just had a better revival unit, they'd be perfect and set and amazing, but for now, I do think he is high S tier, probably number 1 in S tier, if I'm going to be blunt with you here. But we'll do a tier list with the obviously new LF cell in it, probably in like a week or two, right? Because we gotta see how he develops over time. Nonetheless, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
ト。そろそろ。
おめえをぶっ倒す。これがスーパーサイヤ人だ。はっはっやっはりゃはいくぞ。
特別に
戦いクーラお前の
おめえはオラに勝てねえ。ありゃはっはっくせいあらおりゃオラの全力何このフリーザ
見たまえ貴様のバビリ
あんたな。
いつ
クーラここから
やるしかねえか。ありゃはっはっはったくくうわくぞやべうわ
みんな
一気に
お前は
私の職
俺のクソが
いいじゃん。
バビリ
僕はオラが相手だ。はっはっはったくくうわくぞ何おおそんな行くぞよっしゃー少し本気出したほらよっとほらくせうわ
俺の力
あんたな。
貴様の
お前は
地球ごと消えてなくなれ
恐怖のショーを始めよう。
まだまだ貴様の
一人のおめえはオラに勝てねえ。ありゃはっはっやっありゃはいくぞ
平和貴様の
乙女の
手間か。
はい。
平和。
おめえはオラに勝てねえ。今度は任せて。
今度は
おめえはオラに勝てねえ。行くぞ。何このフリーザが。
仕方。消えてなくなれ。仕方。
連続し僕のおめえをぶっ倒す。ありゃはっはっありゃ行くぞ。オラの勝ちだ。バカだ。
青い。逃げられ。逃げられ。そろそろ。
乙女の
俺はバビリ。俺の
勝
戦い。
オラが相手だ。俺は怒ったぞ。はっはっやっはりゃはい行くぞ。
無駄なこと。
任せて。
さあい。さあい。ここからが。さあい。この
殺しちゃおめえをぶっ倒す。俺は怒ったぞ。はっはっはりゃ行くぞ。何このフリーザが。はい。任せて。
殲滅。逃げられん。かなりの
ぶっ殺され。
覚悟し。任せて。
残念だったな。おめえをぶっ倒す。ありゃはっはっやっありゃはい行くぞ。ありゃ
任せて
あ
かなり
好き勝